Welcome back to this playlist. I know this video took a long and thanks for bearing the time with me. So now in this video, we are going to add movies to our application. This add movie button over here, and this is the form for adding movies to our application. So let us work on this button, add movies. If I hit this, it refreshes. So it should take me to this form over here so that the users must know that this button is something working with the form. So inside our code or inside we have the name, genre and the year, and we have a button submit add movie. Okay, so inside the movie component, inside the header component, we have the add movie anchor tag which refers to this button over here, and when I hit this button it refreshes. So we have to adjust it so that it can fire the GraphQL query for adding movies to the GraphQL server. So inside my console I have to install something like npm I React router hashlink, so that my React.js application can have routing applications or routing functionalities, and we have React router DOM, so that we can use all the functionalities of React router to navigate to different links inside my React project. Now it will take a moment to download. So now what we have to do, we have to take this name, genre and the year from the input. So inside the form we have the name XXX, genre and the year. So when I hit this add movie, it should add a movie over here and not refresh it like this. So whenever I click this button, it should take the input and add a movie corresponding to the input. Okay, so inside our index.js we have to include browser router so that we can use the routing to our React.js application. So inside our root component, that is index.js, we have an import called as router, okay, from React router DOM. Okay, so now router will provide all the routing functionalities to my application. So we have to wrap all of this inside our router. Okay, so now move this to the router so that router can provide functionalities to my application. Okay, so we have all of this stuff wrapped up inside the browser router so that we have browser router inside our application. So inside the header we have this anchor tag add movies. So we have to import something like hashlink so that it can work, or it can show me the form, or it can point me to the form so that I can know that this button points me to the form and I can make a movie out of there. So we have import hashlink as link. Okay, so we have hashlink as the link from React router hashlink. Okay, so anchor tag, I'm going to change this anchor tag because this is now not a normal link. We have a link and then href is not required. We work with 2 for the link, and we have a smooth property so that the link can transform or link can transition smoothly to the form. Okay, so now this to add movies will take me to this form over here. So this add movie button will point me to this div over here. Okay, so inside close the index.js, we have movies.js add movies. So we have this div over here which we point to. Okay, so let us give this div an ID of something like form, because this is the form div. Okay, inside the header, so we are going to assign 2. Okay, so we are going to assign this div to this anchor tag. Sorry, not copy paste here. We are going to paste this ID inside the anchor tag. So now what this will do, whenever I hit that add movie button, this link will search for an ID or an HTML element with a form, with an ID of form, and it will point me to that. So I have npm start. Now let us check if it points me to the add movie component or not. Okay, refresh. So now if I hit add movies, yes, this points me to the add movie component over there. So now let us recheck it. Add movies. Okay, this is auto scrolling smoothly. So we have the add movies button working fine for us. So we have this add movies scrolling for the final time. Okay, so now we have to work over this form when we have the name, genre and the year and add the movie. So we have to add the movies from the front end to the back end. And for working with that, we have to first of all extract the input or extract whatever the user has typed in inside the form. So we have inside the individual input fields, we have on change handler, and whenever the user types in something, so we have an event or we have event, and inside the event we are going to console.log as for now. So let us see if it works or not. Event.target.value. So for every individual input field, we are going to console.log whatever the user changes inside the, or whatever the user types inside the input field. So let us try. If I inspect and go to my console, let us switch to side tab. Okay, inside the console, whenever I type in something inside the name, you will see that J, S and J, J, J. Okay, so now it is working clear. Now refresh. Okay, inside the name we have JOHN. You will see as I am typing, it is console.logging whatever I am typing inside the name field. Okay, same for genre, action. Okay, it is console.logging action this way, and for same for the year 2019. So now we have to extract all of the name, genre and the year from here, whatever the user inputs, and whenever I click add movies, this will fire the request, or this will fire a GraphQL mutation, that is this mutation add movies with the name, action and genre, and add a movie over here MongoDB, and it will display it over here. So let us work on this add movie and then extracting the whatever the input have typed in. Okay, so for firing the GraphQL query from the front end, we are going to use GQL. So we have GQL from Apollo Boost, I think is Apollo Boost. So we have const add movie equals GQL and then double backticks, and inside the GQL we are going to make a query. So we have this mutation, which is a type of query. So we have this mutation, though mutation is over here. Let us check. So this mutation over here, we have to make this query over here from the add movie button over there. So we have this add movie mutation. You can name it anything you want. Add movie, the first name can be anything. So this will take in the arguments, it will take name as an argument, so $name, that will be of type string and obviously not null. Okay, it will also take the genre as an argument, so we have the genre string, also not null, and lastly we have the year, the string, which is also not null. So now we have this add movie query name with small a, which refers to the original mutation we have in the GraphQL. This will take the arguments whatever the user has typed in. So this will take the name, and this name will be equal to $name, that is whatever the input has extracted from the front end. So we have the name equals $name. Similarly for genre, we have the genre $genre, and for the year we have $year. So inside the mutation we want the name and the genre and the year of the movie as well. So now this query add mutation will take 3 arguments, name, year and genre, from the front end, and this will extract all of them and put it over here inside the GraphQL and fire this query from this name, genre and the year, and this will be passed, it should be $year because this is a variable. Okay, so this will be passed over here to the add movie component and rendered with the GraphQL. Okay, so now we are going to bind this query, this add mutation or add movie query, to this add movie button, so it fires when I click that button. But before binding, let us complete what the application must do when the form is submitted by clicking the add movie button. So inside the form component or the form tag, we have the on submit. So whenever the form submits by clicking that button, we are going to use this dot submit movie. Now this is a function. Now this submit movie we have not created yet, and we are going to create it soon. So whenever the form submits, we are going to call this dot submit movie. This refers to this class over here. We are going to change this into a class based component. we have the submit movie, and this is a function. It will take the arguments whatever the user has typed in, so it will take the event. So we have event.prevent default. Now event.prevent default, this prevent default function will stop the refreshing every time I hit that submit button. So whenever the form is submitted, so unnecessary refreshing is not done. Okay, so we have this event.prevent default, and then we have to use state, because we are using this dot submit movie, and we are going to use state manipulation for this name, genre, and the year. And for the usage of state, we have to convert this functional component inside the add movies into a class based component which extends component, just like the movies component over here. So we have the movies component which extends component from the React. So this is a class based component, and this uses state. So we have the component from React. Okay, so this is a name component. Okay, we have to delete this. This is not a function anymore. We have component, and then we don't need this. We have extends component, so that this class add movie extends component from the React, and we have inside the class based component a render function. So inside the render function, we are going to return this JSX. Copy paste. Okay. And finally, we need to wrap this GraphQL query to the front end component. So we can use the GraphQL. So we are importing GraphQL from Apollo Boost. No, not from Apollo Boost, React Apollo. Import GraphQL from React Apollo. Okay, so we need to bind this add movie query to this add movie component over here. So we're using GraphQL and then wrapping this add movie component with the query over here. This add movie component is wrapped to this add movie query over here. So grab this thing, add movie, and then pass it inside the GraphQL like this. So now GraphQL will add this add movie query to this add movie component over here, and this add movie component will be able to use this query from the GraphQL. So now this component is binded to the GraphQL, and we are all set to go. Now this add movie has become a class based component which can use state as well. So we are going to initialize the state and work on the state manipulation for the adding of movies from the front end in the next video. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.